Panzerworks finally reached their breaking point.
Not now, friend. We are discussing the crisis. The Panzerworks factory has erupted into a riot and the violence is spreading.
What's the situation right now?
The city's under martial law, but the attacks on Seekers continue.
The WTO and Order have long been at odds. Why the sudden flare-up in Trier?
We've been trying to persuade Panzerworks to stop polluting this region and restore to nature what is rightfully hers.
But don't the locals depend on the factory for jobs?
We can have jobs and sustainability at the same time. We tried to make this point in our peaceful protests, according to Luminon Samad's orders.
Didn't these protests end up shutting down the factory several times?
Some machines were damaged, but no living beings were harmed.
Still, vandalism's a crime, right?
Only if preceded by an impure motivation. However, since Samad's tactics were not working, Her Holiness came to Trier to try and reach some form of truce. Now we have no idea where she is.
Really? Maybe I should look into this.
Her Holiness comes to Trier to make peace, and her gesture is answered with...
The Nine Worlds is a no-weapon zone, strictly enforced since the riots.
So you want me to disarm in the middle of a war zone?
No, you've just got to consent to the standard deactivation procedure before entry. I'll transmit the encrypted safety lock bytecode, which will effectively freeze all your weapons. Sensors have deactivated.
Here you go.
Thanks for your
A member of the Order. Are you with the summit?
Certainly not. I live here in Trier. Seekers here don't care very much for this notion of a summit.
Why not?
We have heard Luminon Samon's call for a return to scripture. In this shard, we read the scripture, the original word of Her Holiness. Not what she says for the camera today, or tomorrow, or 2 weeks ago.
What's the difference?
What's the difference? That's exactly the attitude that opens the door to tyranny in a free state. Remembering only what was said on the last talk show. What's the value of a free press when attention spans are so short?
I was just curious about the summit. Sorry to interrupt.
Her Holiness and Chairman Dumier are making a business deal. It may bring money, it may bring power, but it won't bring balance into the lives of ordinary people.
Already tossed back a few pints. May I say that I approve of your itinerary so far?
Glad you're enjoying yourself.
Tell you what, I'll give you the Sloshed Flyer special. Any local hops you need during the next 24 hours, just 50% more than my usual rate. Can't beat that.
I guess that's a fair price. Here you go.
Where you headed?
Stay right here. I'll let you know. You sure you locked up?
No, Guevara has been in my family for 3 generations. I've been locking up since I was a boy.
Strangers welcome. Just don't make any speeches.
Alex speak. You're the last one to arrive. I suppose that, like the others, you're after my laboratory in the gateway to J.C. Denton.
Your tracer, Tong.
I see that Dr. Nassif didn't exaggerate about your mental acuity. Yes, I'm Tom. I suppose you will be wanting some answers. You may have already guessed that your true name is Alex Denton.
Dr. Nassif was telling the truth. I'm a clone of J.C. Denton.
With a few postnatal recombinations, yes. But our work has moved away from clones.
So this gateway, I can use it to find J.C. Denton?
Yes. Beneath the ruins of the Black Gate, J.C. constructed a portal to his secret base in Antarctica. Only descendants of the Denton cell line can go through. However, the facility is already in the hands of the Templars.
Did the Templars use the portal? How could they unless one of the other trainees...
Unless the Templars have already convinced one of you to go through the gate and murder J.C. Exactly. At a minimum, they have a highly placed spy who has torn apart our organization starting with Chicago.
What else do you know about this spy?
Whoever it is also helped the Templars kidnap Her Holiness during a meeting with the Panzerworks here. They are holding her at the Black Gate laboratory. I'm going to give you a code to a secret entrance, which is in a room on the second floor of the East Tower, 2521. Look for a keypad hidden behind some crates.
For all you know, I'm a Templar myself.
Then Apostle Corps has already lost everything. Rescue Her Holiness. Save the summit for the sake of both factions. They will help you against the Templars. We will need the help of the WTO in order just a little while longer.
I understand.
Here's something to give you an edge. A biomod infusion. It isn't much, but it's all I managed to grab on my way out of the laboratory.
Alex D. A welcome encounter.
How's the search coming?
I've made some discoveries. I think I'm finally in the right place.
What's the Maybe I could...
You've been very helpful already. My computer analyzed the
Those are encrypted files.
I found the keys some time ago. I will be using your...
I'll check back.
Ready to fly?
Stay ready.
Her Holiness comes to Trier to make peace, and her gesture is answered with rioting.
Chairman Dumier of the WTO here. So you found that old fool, Traitor Dom. I would like to know what you were talking about. Please report to the Trier SSC station. It's at the end of the block, on your left as you enter the main square.
Never have jammed those actuators and panzerworks and stolen that ship with the welders. Now you pay.
Name and business, please.
Alex D. Who are you?
Vera Maxwell, Executive Commander for the SSC.
For Trier?
No, globally. We're taking these summit preparations very seriously. You and the other delegates will be able to conduct your business without any distractions.
I'd like to speak to the WTO chairman.
He informed me. The WTO chairman is in the interrogation room upstairs. Don't worry, no one's going to get interrogated. Just a safety precaution. You ran into me.
I heard about you guys.
Until further notice, Mr. Dumier will conduct business only from behind a secure barrier.
Trier is your home. Surely you must have some insight into why they would kidnap your lady, Her Holiness. She is practically a patron saint in this district.
Indeed. The people here are very devout.
Was it the strikers, the Panzerworks Union? I thought they were friends of the church.
I'm afraid that in Trier, even the most faithful are less than pleased by the appearance of their spiritual leader partnering with the WTO.
Your followers must understand the need for dialogue.
I've done my best to explain the summit to them. Frankly, it seems unlikely even to me that the church followers will ever countenance the closed, monolithic communities of the WTO. But I suppose that's a matter for the wise discretion of Her Holiness.
Yes, it is. If she is still alive.
Let's pray that she is.
I appreciate your candor, Luminon. Now, if you'll excuse me. Alex, let's talk. Meet me at the visitation room down the hall. Hello there. Alex, from the Tarsus program, right? Good work on the interrogation of Dr. Nassif in Cairo. Teleportation, is it? Apostle Corps must have a line on some alien technology.
It does sound a little far-fetched.
Well, if we're lucky, you'll be giving the portal a test ride before too long. Good to have you with us. I had my staff procure this extra biomod canister so that you might be a more effective operative.
Thanks. Apostle Corps must be a pretty serious threat to be a concern to the director of the WTO.
I've been following the Apostle Corps investigation very closely. Your loyalty in this matter would be a great asset. However, we have a more pressing crisis. Her Holiness is missing, along with my security chief, Donna Morgan. By chance, was this on the agenda for your meeting with that old curmudgeon at the Nine Worlds?
Yes, I talked to Tracer Tong. He says that Her Holiness is being held by the Templars.
Interesting. Is he sure? We've noticed some Templar activity on the north side of town.
The Apostle Corps laboratory is underneath the Black Gate. That's where she's being held.
I'm glad you are willing to betray Tong's confidence.
He said I should get your help. Perhaps we all have a common enemy now.
Not likely. Tong always has an ulterior motive, at least where I am concerned. You have my authority to attempt to arrest you, but stay away from that old fool. He will lure you into the criminal underworld.
I'll keep that in mind.
Here's a key to the gate in the courtyard. Like I said, the facility is on the north side of the city.
This is your last warning. You are going to be in big...
I had this mic off this entire time. I was wondering why not. Oh. I had the microphone off this entire time. You know, so you can hear my expert commentary on everyone's favorite video game, Deus Ex Invisible War. You know, good video games. How is audio now that I am plugged in? Game audio versus me audio. Okay, game could be a little louder. Okay, well at least that means I'm loud. Oh, I'm actually... Advanced audio properties. Yeah, I'm peaking a little bit. Alright. Okay. There we go. Now it should be a little better, I think.
We gotta confront this guy. Hey, I'm the authority here.
I don't even know what you guys did. Bonk. There's something in there? Why'd you guys shoot that order seeker? Alright, how is audio now?
After all the equipment's wrecked and stolen in the name of preserving the natural order.
I don't know what happened. But audio's good now, so that's good. It's good that I remembered to do audio.
I can tell you what happened to your lawsuit.
Who are you? Some PR man coming to talk me out of it? I will not give in. Pequod's runs ads on the public terminal right across the street from my shop, and they don't even have a branch in Trier.
Is that illegal?
It's false advertising.
Extremely good.
Exists, right? I would like to know why the authorities are ignoring this situation.
Pequods and Queequegs are owned by the same people. One company. I saw the proof in the SSC evidence room.
I don't understand.
You're suing your own company, and the owners don't want the truth to come out in court.
You mean all of this, my business, the competition with Pequods, it's all some sort of fabrication?
Well, it's not a company to promote more than one brand of a product.
Unbelievable. They've deceived millions, hundreds of millions of people. We can't let them get away with this. Thank you. You saved me the hassle of hiring any more lawyers. I hope you'll accept a small reward.
I suggest you report this to the media. Force the parent company to come clean.
I'll do it. They think they can trick me into serving their illegal scheme? The answer is no, my friend. The answer is no.
Good luck.
This game is so dumb.
Hi, I'm NG Resonance. Welcome, Alex D. Hey, you left New Cairo without seeing me perform.
Sorry, I had some business to take care of in Trier.
Just don't stand me up again. It's not very nice. So, you must be here for the summit.
In a manner of speaking.
Coy boy, what's the matter? Don't like talking politics?
There are some things I like to keep my own counsel about.
I'm not gonna hack into Queequegs.
All the equipment's wrecked and stolen in the name of preserving the natural order. I do not understand why the WTO would agree to a summit with these freaks.
All this money I don't need, because you don't need money for anything. This environment actually reminds me a little bit of Thief 3's levels, but Thief 3 is actually way better. Yeah.
Hang on. There's a Templar military bot on patrol near this sector. You may want to rethink travel in this area.
I can take care of myself. Why isn't SSC just getting rid of it?
We've got our hands full. Most of our guards are at headquarters providing security for the summit.
So you're just going to cede this territory?
We're waiting for reinforcements and our own mech detachment before we move in. This is way more firepower than we're prepared to deal with, especially with our resources focused at HQ. But if you can take care of a millbot on your own, be my guest.
I can't. I can't. I can just go boop 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 boop. These pre-source engine physics ragdolls are very good. It's... could go down. Why does it take almost as many shotgun blasts to kill these things as a pistol shot? My father, Eldrin Braden. Going to build up resistance. Blah blah blah. Hee hee hee. The shooty shoot part of this game is bad. Oh, okay, I just went backwards. Cool. Yeah, no, like, despite the move away from more RPG dice roll kind of shooting, it still doesn't feel good. It's...
We've got to find those Omar and liberate. You're good.
Whoops. Boop. I successfully immersively simulated my way through the game, through that level.
Your turn to die.
I am currently the top streamer for Invisible War at this very moment. It's great. You know, weirdly enough, not a very competitive field, the Invisible War streaming community.
I don't know where he is, but he better show up soon. The facility here is being raided by the Templars. So far we're holding our own, but I don't know how much longer that will last. This may be my last transmission.
I don't even need 3 biomods. But what if I need to use...
Drone constructed.
Anyway, I'm just gonna have this drone show up. Okay, 20 years of derision, disappointment, and simplification. Is this game fun? There is fun to be had messing around with this game, because the core of it is still recognizably an immersive sim. It's just the part where it's a console game for babies. In that very, like, 2003 Forum Wars, Console Wars kind of thing. See, this is why I need to be a VTuber.
shut down!
It's more a look of consternation, I think. When the gun goes Bert, does it make me happy? I mean, yeah.
Need medical assistance. Experts recommend bots over human physicians.
It's strange seeing you as just another person.
Yes, I'm just another ordinary human being like you. My name is Nicolette Duclair.
Chairman Dumier, the leader of your opposition, has taken a special interest in your safety.
The WTO wishes no harm to come to Her Holiness. This summit was to be an opportunity to soothe the tensions between our organizations and to root out the extremists causing trouble in Trier.
I'm impressed that you would protect the leader of your adversaries.
It's okay, Chief Morgan. We can tell him the truth.
The truth?
Alex, the WTO and Order are not as they seem. They are but different faces of the same organization, the Illuminati.
Oh, this is such a fucking bad twist.
Chad and I are the heirs. My mother was the Illuminatus Beth Duclair. The WTO and Order are merely
This is the worst twist. It's so dumb.
To the next level.
I know, it's overwhelming.
Also, I love that the rocket detection bot is still hovering around me during this cutscene.
Then what's the point of the summit?
The real opposition right now comes from the Templars, the militant anti-biomodification group. The summit was only a cover to justify our public presence in Trier. Our true goal was to investigate rumors of a Templar splinter cell within the Order.
And what did you find?
With the help of Agent Morgan, I learned that Lumenon Saman is the traitor. He has converted most of the Trier Shard to his extremist views, incited the riots, and has been stealing equipment from the Panzerworks factory.
Saman? He's behind this?
Yes, everything. My kidnapping, the disabling of the gate. He's taken a critical component from it, the sequencing module, to the Order Church in Rockstadt, where his group is headquartered. Once you get that module from him, you'll be able to use the gates.
Thank God she's all right. Thanks for taking down enough of those Templar outlaws to make it easy for my people to move in. Now let's follow up on what Her Holiness learned about Lumen and Saman. Go to the tavern and hire a pilot. If you would like a map of Saman's compound, report to the SS.
I'm letting the alien out. Can you go back and kill her? Yes.
Mr. Dumier sent me to safeguard Miss Duclair's return.
She's all yours.
Thank you. I will be assuming command of this facility. Your presence is no longer required.
You can absolutely kill her at this point. But now we need to go back. They just showed up after...
Constructed.
See, this just looks like a level for Thief 3. Which is a better game that I should be streaming, and did stream some of. But instead I'm streaming Invisible War. Yes, Thief 3 was on Xbox, so it does have similar level size issues, but it is done a lot better, and there is a fan mod that will, oh jeez. There's a fan mod that removes the level screens in the loading screens inside the missions themselves, And so it makes them a lot more reasonable.
Constructed.
Gotta hire a pilot.
You sure taught him a lesson.
The Nine Worlds.
Do you want me to?
No.
Here you go.
Thanks for your...
The whole reason I joined the Order was to get away from...
Ready to fly?
I need to go to the Rauschstadt area.
That's a pretty scabby part of town, mostly abandoned factories. The Order renovated the cathedral, but man, a lot of ways to end up dead in the Rauschstadt.
Precisely why I'm hiring you. You can handle a hostile insertion, right?
Handle it. Sid Black invented the term hostile insertion. I'll meet you outside the tavern.
I don't think there's a huge difference. Except if you pay him, you get like a slightly more advantageous start than if you're running around with the helicopter lady. Also, I just love that there's a Harrier helipad.
Got the thrusters cranked. This bird sings so loud now my head's ringing.
Probably the beer. Sure you can fly?
Bosh, let's rip.
Let's rip.
I'm ready.
Lovely. I already scouted the area. Get ready for a tight squeeze on the ground.
Well, guess what? The original Xbox had what, like 50 megs of...
Something wrong?
Demons, catch me!
Sorry, never mind.
First, they run me out of the Lord's house, then they chase me out of the tunnels.
You used to live at the cathedral?
I was the last believer. Then the cultists moved in. I went back once, through the basement tunnels. That's how I saw the
Halting,
ritual.
troubled laugh.
A secret entrance to the cathedral?
It was for utilities. Then the canal...
64 megabytes of RAM.
One of these times, I'm gonna set a fire.
Like I said, a pretty scabby part of town. Pretty much abandoned except for the church to the northwest. Maybe one of the squatters moved in.
No, it's not, but it certainly does impact the kind of game you're playing here.
Are you one of the workers from that factory under the canal? My mom said to see if you need a message boy. We need the credits.
Sorry, I don't work there. You said it's a factory in the canal? What else do you know about it?
It's definitely a secret base of some kind. Guys in uniform moving in weird machines in the middle of the night. If you want to get in and check it out, I can tell you where all the guards are.
Sure, tell me about the guards.
Do you have a street map? I can mark where they are.
Sorry, I got into an argument with my travel agent. Just tell me.
Oh, well, you know, they're all over. You have to be really careful at night because they shoot at anything.
Thanks, kid. Thanks for that. We all did see that, yes?
Purity will prove it. You will contaminate.
I like that that kid's tip was literally, yeah, they're all over the place. Anyway. I would rather play Deus Ex 1 on a PS2 at 15 frames a second. Actually, no, that's not true. I'd rather play this than, like, play Deus Ex. Oh yeah, it runs at like 15 frames a second. You should watch the DF Retro video on it. It's fascinating that it, like, they got it to work.
Repairing damage. Finished.
Oh. You'd think it would let me do that. I mean, I guess I could just go in the front door. Do I have any? Oh, right. I just have the EMP.
You're inside. Good. The sequencing module should be stored on Saman's private computer. More when you reach the Luminon's command area.
Oh, yeah. Gotta use the window. But you know what? The only window I need is the window I make for myself. Haha. think the silent running biomod also gives you less fall damage. Yeah.
You aren't so special anymore, Denton. Maybe you remember Billy Adams.
Luminant Saman, where are you?
She's as much Denton as you, thanks to the Apostle Core infusions. I sent her through the teleporter to locate and kill JC.
And I'm right behind her.
About 3 hours behind, if my clock is right. I now know where the teleporter takes its passengers. My people are closing in on JC's sanctuary this very second.
Your enemies know who you are. You can't hide for long.
Little do you realize how vulnerable they will be if I can use JC's power against
JC's power against them.
Enough for Billy to complete her assignment, then it will be your turn to hide.
Yeah.
Take that, boxes.
Someone there, just go ahead and try. You will contaminate humans.
Mark, this better not be a joke.
What?
You got this.
I just need your ammo. Yeah, this is Cyberpunk 2003. The worst Cyberpunk. This is a bad game.
Nobody hits and just walks away. That's impossible!
How have I been? Well, I built a desk yesterday. So now I can, or rather put together a desk. And now... I can play only the best video games on stream. I also went grocery shopping. That's my exciting life. Anyway, flat. Oh yeah, no, every part of this game is just like, what if Deus Ex but worse? As someone, I played some Deus Ex last night. You know what's a good game? Deus Ex. Like, yes, Deus Ex controls like a RPG pretending to be a shooter.
Anyone there? What? Is someone there?
But
Just be imagined. I know someone's there.
someone's there, but who could it be? Who could it be? Invisible War is more shootery than the others in the sense that it does not penalize me for just going full combat and murdering everything.
I'm taking off.
Oh, hey. Did I just go in a circle again? Anyway. I mean, Human Revolution is good. I only think Mankind Divided is worth playing too. Okay, yeah, I just went in a big ol' circle. 'Cause this is a bad game. Mankind Divided very much portrays the fact that it was going to be a longer game at some point and then was cut down. But, it's worth playing.
Versus tracking report 1242. Clara Sparks. She is naive, but loyal. She's allied herself with the WTO, placed her high in the ranks owing to her ability. It suggests that the WTO recognized her special abilities as well. It seems to be treating her as a special protege. She was last seen in Trier, dispatched for security for the Order WTO summit.
There we go.
Good. Now meet your pilot outside and return to Trier. We're going to find out if this teleportation device really works.
I mean, in the on the grand, let's say, pantheon of immersive sim games, this is pretty low. Have fun prepping fish. I have not prepped a fish recently. I see the ammo underneath it. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. I'm going to try and play this game until I finish it today, because I don't want to play anymore. That's my promise to you, the viewers. Oh no. Alright, alright. I need you to break out. Just have a Harrier hanging out in the middle of an alley.
I have something to tell you about Chairman Dumier.
Yeah?
I can hardly believe it. He doesn't really work for the WTO. The whole organization is a sham.
I know.
You know? But he told me not to tell you. What's going on?
I'm not sure. He and Nicolette Duclair admitted everything to me. He wants me to go through the Apostle Corps teleporter that connects to J.C. Denton's sanctuary. Only the trainees can use it. Billy already went through on a mission for the Templars.
Billy? A Templar?
Okay.
Wow, am I the only one without a secret alliance?
Sure. Number 10, Thief 2 the Metal Age.
Already
off to a questionable... Yeah, that game's great.
I could go to the teleporter
but
too, right?
I need... Alright, I need to hear the rest of the list. I need to see how high it
Maybe you
goes.
should follow me to Antarctica. Billy would hardly be a match for both of us.
I don't know. I think I'd better play it safe right now.
Are you sure?
Chairman Dumier is watching me very closely. I'd better stay behind. Besides, I still believe in the WTO, just not its leader.
How can you believe in the WTO? It's literally just cap... Oh,
I
okay.
don't think she's your type.
Staking out your tough.
Okay. Already off to a bad start.
Back to downtown.
Well, fuel's burning.
Let's rip.
That's what I like to hear.
Like, here...
By the way, I'd like to clarify something about our contract.
What?
When I said 24 hours, I meant 24 hours minus my sleep time. I'm about ready to hit the sack.
First drop me near downtown.
Pleasure's mine. I never leave a bird in the woods. But that's a wrap. Even Sid Black needs rest.
Yes, I am willing to agree with that point. I'm willing to agree that BioShock is not necessarily a quote-unquote real immersive sim.
Come to the tavern. I have more to tell you about JC's condition and why you are so important.
Deus Ex Human
Templars are one step ahead of us, but not for long. Prepare the gate with the sequencing module. Find your long-lost older brother on the other side, then wait for my orders.
Cheerio. I'm booked until after the summit, but maybe we'll fly again. I'll be around.
Okay. So is the author younger than I am? I
The 9...
You want...
No.
Here you go.
Thanks for your...
Okay, yeah.
All will be forgiven.
I respect
When you go
Prey.
to Antarctica and find JC, remember what hangs in the balance. I haven't told you just how powerful JC has become.
One of the other trainees, Billy Adams, has already gone through the gate.
She has signed her soul over to the Luddites, the haters of technology. Protect JC, or she could plunge the world into another dark age. Trust me, I was like her 20 years ago, and I still share some of the blame for triggering the collapse.
I thought you said JC was powerful.
He is, but the merger with the Helios AI has been problematic. He has fallen into a state of near catatonia and will be vulnerable until you can revive him.
How do I do that?
By transferring your biomod architecture to JC, you will complete his interface to the AI and bring him out of the coma. This is a job we intended for Paul, but now it falls on your shoulders.
Paul Denton?
He too is helpless and in need of our new systems. We thought we had the infusions perfected 3 years ago, but his body rejected them violently. He had to be cryogenically frozen until we could finish the design.
The leader of the Cairo facility, captured by the Templars.
Exactly. JC will tell you more. Please, don't delay. Every passing minute brings your friend Billy one step closer to murdering the only sincere leader humanity has ever had. Really now? Don't try my patience. Enough! Don't try my patience.
Boop. Boop.
Enough!
Oh, what? Okay, what's number 5? It. Here's the thing. People like Alien Isolation. I would not mind playing that game at some point, perhaps on stream where you can listen to me scream like a baby. But what? What? Oh, okay. Alright. So we're just playing freestyle genre association. It's just like good video games. I don't know. I love Hitman. I think an argument could be made that Hitman definitely has some level of immersive sim.
Bombs away!
I just want your ammo. Okay, yeah. I really liked System Shock 2 when I played it last year. Or, no wait, not last year. 2019.
I've lost that no purity will prevail. Your time on this earth.
Drone construct initiating breakdown. Absorbing. Breakdown complete. Scanning area. Initiating breakdown. Absorbing. Breakdown complete.
Is Prey Moon Crash an immersive sim? I have not played very much, Listen, I think Phantom Pain is a very good stealth sandbox. I think there's definitely a case to be made, but also that game is a blunt hammer where you can get away with doing the same things. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I need to remember what this teleporter is. Well, I could, you know, I get it because immersive sim is like kind of a loose genre classification already, but Phantom Pain's just a stealth game that gives you that lets you shoot people if you want. But I guess one might make the case that that is also, I don't know. I need to play more Prey Moon Crash. I never played very much of it. Okay.
To activate the gates, you will need to turn on a backup generator on the top floor and then upload the sequencing module from the gate control room.
Yeah. You could brute force your way through. Hey, what's up?
New patients, welcome.
Are you another of JC's gone bad? We do not like the last one's questions. She works with
I'm a sad alien.
You must mean Billy and the Templars. I guess she's...
No, just her. Only JC.
What is a puzzle core need?
We were a VersaLife experiment.
I had nothing to do with the attack on this lab. I'm trying to get to JC myself.
Okay.
Can you tell me anything useful?
This one already
Is it
told
Thief
you
2014?
everything.
Or is it okay, is it Dishonored? Okay. I like Dishonored a lot. And I like Dishonored 2 also a lot. But you know what's a crime? Putting Thief 2 at the bottom. That's because Thief 2 is better than Deadly Shadows. I don't feel like that's a particularly stringent debate. Alright, I need to remember where I'm going.
This is the main control room where you will install the sequencing module once the power is restored.
Oh, I don't have... It maybe speaks to me when I say, where is, like, Ultima Underworld? I don't know. Yeah, just tell me where the generator is. I'm up the stairs to the gate control.
Incidentally, I have recently found reason to doubt Miss Clara Sparks' loyalty. We are depending on you, Alex. Only a Denton or one of the trainees can use the gate. That takes care of the power. Now get downstairs to load the sequencing module.
Oh. I would accept that argument. I think System Shock 2 is a very good game. Still, surprisingly, I mean, it's hard and, like, weird, but, anyway, gonna use this corpse to, superpower my
Wonderful. The device is operational. Now, Alex, simply take a deep breath and step inside. I'm willing to bet that this thing actually works.
Nope, I went in a circle. Now I gotta go to JC Denton's secret Antarctic lair.
Please, speak with me, to explain what has come to pass. Yet more deviation from the plan. Paul was to arrive with the key, bringing the perfected genetic code. JC was to awaken to greet the new age. Instead,
These are the dumbest looking gray aliens. I mean, they're not actually aliens. They're like VersaLife genetic experiments or something.
Along with some Templar backup. After that, I have no
I also
idea
just kind of love how dumb
JC arrived
Alex
so
D
many years
is.
ago, and the VersaLife base fell silent. He took care of us. In return, we would maintain his habitat while he slept, and await Apostlegore's masterpiece. Paul was to accompany the key, but instead 2 keys have arrived, and Paul remains nowhere.
So where are the keys? The gate must use some sort of DNA fingerprinting, and since both Billy and I have Denton genetic code, we were able to use it. It was never about the training, was it? They were just perfecting the DNA.
And the gate
Okay.
has only brought us destruction. The
Drop
people
this Kama Sutra list on me.
and murder us. We can neither fulfill our duties to JC, nor can we get to his habitat to awaken him.
Why would the Templars bother with capture? I hate to be so blunt, but it seems that elimination would make more sense.
It is not clear. It seems they are trying to learn more about us, but in gravely vicious ways. Right now, there is one of our number in captivity.
Perhaps you fear that you will inadvertently do the bidding of the Illuminati. Have patience. Nothing will be the same once you have revived JC Death. Welcome to Antarctica, JC's sanctuary for 20 years.
Why do you persist? Tom, Dumier, Her Holiness, they're all fools. Do you really understand what they're asking you to do? Go to 1004 and I'll contact you there.
Signal disrupt likely intrusion.
You're quite near the captured grade that their leader is talking about. Save the poor creature, or the Templars will vivisect him to learn about the Grey's vulnerabilities.
What do you require?
Find your way home.
Yay. This isn't the moon, this is Antarctica. This is J.C. Denton's secret Antarctic base. You know.
I just
know
ready.
Gonna be down.
Listen, I don't know exactly what they've all told you, but you're just a pawn. And reviving an ancient mad cyborg isn't gonna help anyone.
And you found that the Templars are a sane and reasonable employer?
Lesser of the evils offered at this point. The other entities all want you to revive the man responsible for the collapse. What good can that possibly accomplish? Apostle Corps wants to worship him, and the Illuminati wants to try to control him.
And what would you propose?
The only safe way to deal with such dangerous power and such an unstable individual is to destroy him. It's the only way.
That's an interesting viewpoint, especially considering JC's work made us both what we are today.
That hardly matters in the grand scheme of things. You can try, but you're not going to be able to stop me from repurposing the Helios core for more beneficial purposes.
System disruption significant. Repairing damage. Functionality restored.
Yes. This way.
I forgot how much J.C. Denton sucks in this game. Anyway, please help. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, yeah, so that's why the spy drone is good, because you can just do that. Because this game's not great. Travel to J.C. Denton's sanctuary.
revive JC, you'll have to repair Helios's 5 processing modules with an infusion of your biomod architecture. Prepare yourself for the unexpected, Alex. JC is conscious, but trapped in a struggle with the Helios AI. His memory is so intermingled with the AI that echoes of his former life are embedded in the very construction of this sanctuary.
Basically saying, hey, we're gonna remind you of a better game.
Alex Denton, welcome to your brother's sanctuary. My assignment is to answer your questions and provide transportation.
It's getting to be quite a crowd down here for an impregnable fortress. You were looking for J.C. Denton too?
I left Hong Kong in 2052 with instructions to search for J.C. Denton near Groom Lake in Nevada. I am an AI construct developed by Tracer Tom. My instructions were not to stop looking until I was certain that Mr. Denton was safe.
Arx Fatalis is interesting.
My classmate Billy Adams skulking around. She went over to the Templars.
Billy Adams must be destroyed. If she damages the Helios core, she will destroy JC's mind.
She was always a prankster.
When you have eliminated the threat and spoken to JC, go outside to the abandoned VersaLife base. You will need to turn on the pilot beacon so that I can land safely and take you to your next destination.
Yeah. So cold.
Drone construct initiating breakdown. Absorbing. Breakdown. Initiating breakdown. Absorbing. Breakdown complete.
Yeah, Arcane's been through a lot. Hey, remember how it came out that Arcane was working on Half-Life 2 Episode 4? They were literally making...
Look at this funhouse. I guess it's some sort of architectural photo album. This room is from Hong Kong.
They also made Dark Messiah.
Went into hiding for a while. Talk about ego. Is this what you want to think about? The whole world recreated in his image?
Hey look, it's reminding me of a better game!
Already here. It is time to awaken JC, but we fear she is here to prevent it and to harm him. You must stop her, and you must revive him.
But how?
Upon the arrival of the key, JC was to be awakened to welcome the perfected genetic code. Then he and Paul were to share it with the world. Now there is much unexpected violence, but we will proceed according to the original plan.
What needs to be
Dark
done?
Messiah.
Activate the nodes, reconnect him with the waking. But beware, the other key has made her own plans.
What do you mean?
She has machines, weapons. She has...
Sure thing. Anyway, we got the Dragon Tooth sword now. Which looks identical, but is in fact stronger than...
Excellent work, Alex. Prepare this Tower of Babel, and just when the king reaches out to touch the sky, we will be there to snatch his hand away.
She brings destruction with her. I hope you can end it. She moves to
See, it's like the
we do not understand its findings and mystery.
Thanks for doing all the hard work finding the way in here. All I had to do was follow in your footsteps, and now I'm just minutes away from completing my objective.
Just walk away, Billy. I'm here to awaken JC.
Don't let Apostle Corps or the Illuminati use you as a pawn. One wants to worship JC, and the other wants to try to control him. Neither group can see he's too mad and too powerful for either. I'm going to destroy him while he's still weak. It's the only sane answer.
I can't let you do that. I'll kill you if I have to.
So this is how it ends? Okay, I'm ready, but I don't think you are. You may have dealt with SSC, or even armored Templars before, but you've never taken on a true equal.
Anyway. Bye, Billy.
Drone construct initiating breakdown. Drone constructed.
Oh, I died. Do I have to go through the whole thing again? Cool.
To revive JC, you'll have to repair Helios's 5 processing modules with an infusion of your biomod architecture. Prepare yourself for the unexpected, Alex.
But how? What do you...
Look at this funhouse. I guess it's some sort of architectural photo album.
I just love that this game has the audacity to remind you of its much better predecessor.
To revive JC, you'll have to repair Helios's 5 processing modules with an infusion of your biomod architecture. Prepare yourself for the unexpected, Alex. JC is conscious, but trapped in a struggle with the Helios AI. His memory is so intermingled with the AI that echoes of his former life are embedded in the very construction of this sanctuary.
Excellent work, Alex. Repair this Tower of Babel, and just when the king reaches out to touch the sky, we will be there to snatch his hand away.
Thanks for doing all the... Don't...
I can't...
So, this shouldn't take too long. It will take more than that.
Drone construct initiating breakdown. Absorbing. Breakdown complete. Drone constructed. Scanning area.
Yes.
Host detected.
Merging. Find me near the entrance to the sanctuary. I have so much to tell you. At last, my scientists succeeded. You were the complete solution. My brother Paul was to be upgraded first so that he could carry the infusions through the gate, but there was a setback.
You're really JC Denton. What happened to your brother?
He nearly died 2 years ago. My chief scientist, Tracer Tong, thought that he'd perfected the biomod substrate, but there were recombinant anomalies in Paul. He had to be cryogenically frozen to save his life. Luckily, you and the other subjects at last accepted complete transformation.
Which is why we can pass through the gate and enter this place.
That, and much more. We're now ready to transform the human race. It became clear to me after the defeat of MJ-12 that the old answers to tyranny are inadequate. I needed the Helios merger in order to contemplate the problem effectively.
And?
I'm going to establish the first post-human civilization, and you're my first citizen. Welcome.
A new civilization? That's a pretty tall order. What do you need from me?
I need you to return to Cairo to rescue my brother Paul, who was seized by the Templars. Then meet me at Liberty Island, where in the ruins of an old military base there is an Aquinas node that can be used to distribute the infusion technology worldwide.
Guess I'll find my pilot and consider your request.
A helicopter followed you here. Tracer Tong sent it to pick me up from Area 51 after my infiltration of MJ-12. Ava Johnson was the pilot, an AI construct. I'm putting her at your disposal. Go back to the surface and activate the pilot beacon at the abandoned VersaLife base so that she will know where to land.
Alex Denton. How does it feel to share such an infamous name? Don't be deluded by the AI's ingenuity. Your brother JC has long since been devoured by the Helios core, and if you revive Paul, you will be reviving a swan town. There is a better way. More when you reach Cairo.
Drone constructed. Drone constructed. Scanning area. No host detected.
You have been deceived, tired pilgrim. I destroyed the entire city of Chicago because the threat from Apostle Core warranted such desperate tactics. Come to the Holocaust.
No host detected.
It's time you learn the truth about your past.
Scanning area. No host detected.
What is this nonsense? The zone seems to be...
Scanning area. No host detected. Scanning area.
I have no regrets. Yeah, sure, you could just sneak past them, but what's the fun in that? Oh, hey.
It seems that the trespasser has fled.
Boop. Finally get a rocket launcher.
gave the order to destroy my hometown.
By now, you will have been told that you were the third Denton prototype. That isn't quite true, or I wouldn't have been willing to destroy an entire city to kill you.
This better be good.
Unlike the first Dentons, who were straight clones of an ideal individual, you were, how do I put it, average. A feeble little mongrel who was made into a Denton.
You're starting to hurt my feelings.
JC and Paul Denton never escaped their original programming. They instead succeeded only making copies of themselves. Without realizing it, they worked to build the precise society envisioned by the Illuminati and its defunct offshoot, MJ-12. A population configured for transparency, integration, control. Follow me?
Interesting theory. What is it you want from me?
A sympathetic ear for now. Believe me, child of the Sea of Destruction. The last days of humankind may be at hand. Help me when I call on you, and I will have no need to destroy more cities. Only one Apostle Core facility remains, and I simply need the device JC Denton.
Yes, absolutely, human fascist man. I should definitely pay attention. I definitely like playing Dishonored with like a mouse and keyboard. I think that game is totally playable with a controller, but definitely for games like this, I want a mouse and keyboard.
The kidnapped Gray. Is he safe?
Yes, and thank you. The rats.
Okay, did I get anything from that? No. I mean, you could definitely make the argument that one of the reasons why the RTS genre died was because was because it doesn't work on consoles. You can't make a proper RTS on a console. At least not in the way you'd want.
I'm at the end of my tether.
I thought I killed all of them. Alright, where's the pilot beacon anyway? South of the building. Oh, is it this? Here we go.
This research facility was abandoned by Versalite nearly 2 decades ago. You will need to power up its pilot beacon with a generator on the lower level of the B-Wing before you will be able to leave Antarctica.
know about you, Edward, but I'm starting to get concerned. We've lost contact with the other bases and with headquarters. I think something terrible must have happened to the net, or maybe even to the world. Well, it's now clear that the net has gone black, and we're trapped here. There's only so much food and energy, but we should be able to come up with some way to get back home.
Repairing damage. Repairs complete.
Have you seen that thing? It was like the ice was building itself into something. Maybe I'm starting to lose my mind.
Initiating breakdown. Absorbing. Breakdown complete.
Yeah, MOBAs are probably the big one. Because MOBAs are like RTSs, but not as...
Drone constructed.
Right overhead, Alex. Transgenics. Used research facilities where Vosselife developed many of those creatures. Sorry to say, the generator is at the back of the complex, in the northeast corner.
Sid Meier can be blamed for a lot of things. But I feel like the death of the RTS genre is not one of them. Yeah. Like, RTS games require a lot of micromanagement. Lot of micromanagement.
Get me out of here! Found me. Hey, where's your suit? You one of us?
The Templar? No.
Who sent you? You look modified.
Maybe I am.
Well, don't think we're all fanatics about that stuff. You won't see me taking any mods, but, you know, to each his own. My unit got sent down here to see if we could find an unlock control for the Denton...
How'd you end up in there?
One of those hippo things had me cornered. I panicked and locked my... I pulled the grate shut for protection. How was I to know it was going to lock behind me?
It's why I like Dawn of War 2. Because Dawn of War 2...
No problem.
We have our differences. Maybe I care a little more.
Think you can find your way out?
I got myself in here to...
Good luck.
Yeah, I can find my way out, but... Hey, look at me again. I was right, wasn't I? You're modified. You're a stinking defiler. Come here!
Dawn of War 2. Hell yeah, now we're talking. Good video games. I assume Relic is working on something. Oh, right, they're making frickin' Age of Empires 4! That's right! That's a big deal!
Here's the generator. Bring it online, and the pilot beacon will begin receiving power.
That's great. know what's a good game? Age of Empires 2. It's a good game. That's my hard stance. Yeah. Okay. See, now we're fighting. Actually, I like Age of Mythology, but I never got into it the same way because I'm bad at RTS games. See, now we're talking. I mean, Age of Mythology's fine. I certainly don't dislike Age of Mythology.
Victory awaits.
Oh. I have never played Age of Empires 3.
Right up ahead, Alex. Transgenics. Its research facilities where Vossalife developed many of those creatures. Sorry to say, the generator is at the back. The code is in the northeast corner.
Scanning area. No host detected. Area. No host detected. Initiating breakdown. Absorbing. Breakdown complete.
Somebody there? Help! Help!
Nope.
Anomaly detected.
Here's the generator. Simply bring it online, and the pilot beacon will begin receiving power. Good work. Power is restored and the beacon is ready to be activated. Just turn it on and your pilot will be able to land.
Drone construct. Initiating breakdown. Absorbing. Breakdown components. Initiating breakdown. Absorbing. Breakdown complete.
Yeah, this is almost to the end of the game. Get bad.
Tracking infrared disturbance.
Get me out of here! Found me.
Well, I one of the.
Finally.
So, I'm living with family for a bit, and my brother-in-law is using my PlayStation 5 to play my copy of 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim, a game I have not started yet. But he now gets to play, because I'm too busy playing this fucking game. Hello? Yes. Yep. I'll be done in like half an hour. Hey, doggy. Hey. The dog is here to say hello. He is currently licking me. Oh yes, I also need to play Ultima 4. Which, honestly, I'll play some dang Ultima 4. Not on stream. Because I don't need people to watch me fumble around for 20 minutes.
Hang on.
Hee 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 hee.
Success imminent.
Drone construct initiating breakdown. Absorbing.
Yeah.
Breakdown complete.
Yeah, that's also a fair point, is the kinds of people who would watch you play Ultima on stream are not the people I necessarily want to have watching me play Ultima 4 on stream. Alright, where's the beacon? Is it down here? With the big satellite dish on top of the building. Penguin. There we go.
Stand clear. I'm about to land.
How will JC get...
JC Denton is already there, in a manner of speaking.
Advance?
JC does not use the word advance. This notion is present in my original programming.
What good are socio-political notions to a pilot drone?
You will have to ask Mr. Tom.
I'm ready.
Get some rest. Cairo. The Templars have overrun all of New Cairo, including the mob.
What do you know about the
They have deep roots in the local population, and were able to call up a...
What happened to the city's...
They were eliminated. SSC Chief Farrah Maxwell stormed their call.
So I'm on my...
I will wait here for now. After you've...
This is what task the Illuminati wants you to do. Destroy Paul Denton and help return biomod technology to international regulation. Please discuss the operation with the elite commander waiting for you in the street. Paul's frozen body is located in Flight Bay 24 on level 110 of the arcology.
I figured you'd knock around Europe for a while. You do know that the Medina could get overrun by Templars at any moment.
Thought there might be some trade in refugees. You know, quick hops away from trouble. But there hasn't been enough.
I can take care of myself, but I might have use for a pilot later.
Guess that would pay better than these Medina scabs. I offer to save their lives and the best they can.
Here's a fair payment.
Right then. Meet me at the pad.
Watch for me from the air. I have business in the arc.
You some sort of
Something like that.
Don't forget, my bird has sun-fired missiles. Can't do much against the arcology pyramid, but for...
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
Very well. You may use the English pilot. I will depart for Liberty Island at once. I will be needed once the great advance is complete.
Boom, boom, bum, 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 bum.
Stay away from me. Stay away.
Oh. Oh, weird. They're all dead. Do you have any ammo? No. Oh. What a shame.
It must be a sign. Initiating breakdown. Absorbing. Breakdown complete.
Both of us are targets here. We will work separately until the final phase of the operation.
What do you expect me to do?
You will infiltrate the new Cairo arcology. I will do the same and join you prior to the assault.
If anyone's a glaring target for Templar Paladins, it's a biomodified commander like yourself.
Then we agreed to maintain the minimal threat profile until the crucial moment.
What if I'd rather work alone?
Our orders are to work together. We will destroy Paul Denton and return biomod technology to international regulation.
Understood.
Good. The Age of Light is...
It seems that the Illuminati is making one last grab for power. You must revive Paul, Alex. Apostle Corps needs a strong leader who can restore it to global prominence. The Illuminati only want to steal our research to increase their wealth and power.
Yeah, but you want to create, like, robot communism. So really, who's having more fun?
Honey, calm down. Let's go take a walk in the greenhouse.
JC Denton has a hold on your imagination, perhaps. Talk to your friend Leo in front of the mosque. See how much he likes enforced modification. Do you really think Apostle Corps is any different than a sect of the Omar?
Leo? Is that you? The frog suit threw me for a second.
Alex, familiar face. Just what I need.
I guess I don't have to ask whether you're still working for the Omar.
I've completed phase 1 of the Omar induction. He said I would have 2 months to decide whether to accept the cortical interface, which will make me a true Omar. But they are afraid the Templars will attack the Medina. They want me to undergo phase 2 immediately.
Sounds like you're having second thoughts.
There's no turning back after phase 2. I'd be almost invincible with cyborg hardware plus the Tarsus biomod. This stuff's not like a nanite infusion. I'm still sore from the transskeletal supports I already have.
Just tell them you need time to think about it.
They say I have chosen. They say they will find me when I'm asleep and complete the operation. Then I will think like an Omar. It will be too late for choices.
Maybe you should leave town.
No money. I'd have to go on foot. With thermal vision, they'd pick me out on the desert plain like a pilot beacon.
Here's some money for a pilot.
You sure?
Go ahead, take it.
I don't know what to say. Thanks,
If you want to pay me back, maybe you could find a pilot.
What for? I think I'd find...
There's something you don't know about the Tarsus experiments.
Yeah?
The experiments were started by J.C. Denton and his brother.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, blah, blah, blah.
Utopian vision they have. A society based on absolute equality.
A utopia of human-machine super...
Liberty Island is critical for J.C. Denton's...
Right. Like I'm about to sign up with a guy who wants to mod people by force. If you ask me, I think you're dealing...
Well, show up in New York and maybe you...
Universal biomodification doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, does it? Hardly a political ideal. Don't be fooled by J.C. Denton's rhetoric. He is the mouthpiece for an AI construct, just like an Omar. Just like your old classmate Leo.
Dude, everyone in this game gives you infinite second chances right up until you murder them.
The Templars have taken the mosque. People seeking sanctuary there are now trapped. The Paladins are indifferent to them, but the security bot will shoot any
Kneel
non-Templars.
before
If
Baphomet.
eliminated the bot, the people could probably escape.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
What's that? I know someone's there.
You will contaminate humanity no more, you fiend!
Drone constructed. Initiating breakdown. Breakdown. Host initiating breakdown. Absorbing. Breakdown complete. Scanning area. No host detected.
Analyzing evasive tactic.
Purity will prevail. Your time on this earth is limited, freak.
Anyway, what was the point of that?
I don't know who or what you are, but you aren't permitted here. Thank you. I'd almost given up hope. This morning I lost my daughter to the plague, and today was...
My condolences with respect.
I don't have much to offer as a reward, but maybe I can help you against the terrorists.
Thanks. That could be a big... I took care of the security bot.
Thanks. This isn't much of a reward, but I...
Never hurts to be prepared for...
Hello?
Reassembling tissues, healing functions.
Compared to me.
Here's a gift.
This one's mine.
Yeah, you made it sound like the Vampire the Masquerade visual novel was not amazing, which is interesting because I heard one of them. I've heard good things about some of them. Maybe not the one you're playing though. Well, I got everything set up, so let's go.
Don't disappoint us like your classmates, Miss Sparks. This was her mission, but she wouldn't follow through. Chief Morgan took her into custody. Purity will prevail.
Oh.
Drone constructed.
Don't disappoint us like your classmates, Miss Sparks. This was her mission, but she wouldn't follow through. Chief Morgan took her into custody and will handle the transport out of the operation. Pay attention, Alex. I'm through sweet-talking you trainees. Do as we say or your traitorous friend dies. Purity will prevail.
Drone constructed.
He. Oh. Oh, pity. I need to get this over with. I need this over.
Drone constructed.
I'm ready for you.
Don't disappoint us like your classmates, Miss Sparks. This was her mission, but she wouldn't follow through. Chief Morgan took her into custody and will handle the transport out of the Ark origin. Pay attention. Through sweet-talking you trainees. Do as we say or your traitorous friend dies. This should be over.
Yes, I blew him up from the splash damage from his own weapon.
Don't play games with the Knights Templar. You should have run.
Hi, Alex. Hurry. Come to my concert at the Pequot's coffee shop.
Concert?
Yes, I'm playing right now.
That's impossible. The arcology's been seized by Templar paladins.
No one informed me of a cancellation. I arrived at Flight Bay 23 just 14 hours ago.
Then you're probably trapped up on level 110, or dead.
No one informed me of such an occurrence. You should assume that the concert started on schedule. Hurry! Tickets are 200 credits at the door.
Earth is limited.
Ah!
Don't disappoint us like your classmate, Miss Sparks. This was her mission, but she wouldn't follow through. Chief Morgan took her into custody and will handle the transport out of the ark. Anyone there? Pay attention. No sweet talking or traitors. Do as we say or your traitorous friend dies.
Jeez, Chad.
A small price for the sake of purity.
What was that? I'm having a look.
Yes. Nothing but kart racers and match 3 games for mobile.
Constructed.
You arrive. Good. I am here to assist.
How'd you get past the Templar defenses?
My priorities are survival and infiltrate.
How'd you get past? No talk.
Young enemy, thy name is Pliable. How quickly you kindle a faith in a brother you never knew.
Maybe I plan to kill him, like the Illuminati want me to.
Then your ear bends to the worldly wiseman, to continue the archaic analogy. The smallest breeze carries you off.
You keep on talking to me as if you aren't like a Nazi,
I'll keep that in
a
mind.
future gene purist Nazi.
Lusts for worldly power. J.C. Denton, what's left of him? Lusts for worldly.
I suppose you're entitled to your opinion.
Why so hostile? I'm not evil. I merely oppose the powers that have shaped.
You're asking me to join the Templars?
Yes, young Pliable. Dr. Todd is waiting.
Yes. Okay.
Do as he asks. As long as you cooperate, my paladins will hold their fire.
Why would I?
Misjudged your path.
I just
Please
cruised by
correct.
Flight Bay 23, but the pilot beacon's dead. You'll need to bring it online before I can land.
Oh, this will be interesting.
You will regret this.
See, the good thing about the mag rail is it's actually pretty ammo efficient compared to the rocket launcher.
I just need one little drop of blood from the tip of your finger.
What's the sample?
A good cause. Let me...
Go to hell.
Then we will take your blood, but...
Prepare to meet your end at
Big trouble.
Purity will prevail. Your time on this
Watch it.
Bombs away!
Check everywhere. She's gotta be here.
Yes. Oh, you mean Square Enix's Daikatana?
Pretty dangerous character.
Let that sink in. Square Enix owns Deus Ex. Square Enix owns everything that Eidos touched. So yeah, they own Daikatana. I killed Paul Denton.
Out of the picture, our work will be much easier. My commandos have already secured a beachhead on the south shore of Liberty Island. We're ready to back you up. Contact your pilots with the Flight Bay 23 beacon. So glad to have you with us, Alex.
I just knew Paul was just another clone. Now so are you. I hope you like being alone.
By the way, we let Miss Sparks go. Chief Morgan has taken her out of the arcology. I'm glad that we can trust each other, Alex.
Initiated repairs. Process aborted. Repairing damage. Repairs complete.
Wait a minute, you aren't my pilot.
That's the real NG Resonance.
I have 5 pilots, and you aren't any of them. This is just perfect.
Had any trouble with the Templars?
Trouble? Trouble? Not at all, unless you count canceling a major concert, getting trapped in a war zone, and practically...
Maybe I can help get you out of it.
Oh, sure. I'll wait for my own people.
I just love how she's like super mean to you. I don't think you ever play as Paul Denton in Deus Ex. Unless I'm mistaken. Anyway, NG Resonance,
Murderer, you're the reason they want to shoot people, you know.
Alright, where's the pilot beacon?
This is how it's gonna be.
Can't fool an SSC officer that easily.
Nice. The beacon's right. Got the signal loud and clear.
I've completed my...
So, Alex, I thought you should know. I did some asking around. No one knew who...
What news?
My girl in the city, Erin. She has a view of Liberty Island. First she saw some sort of construction
Oh right, Project Snowblind was supposed to be a Deus Ex game.
Templar showed up there too.
The WTO.
Well, it makes no never mind to me, but I have a proposal.
A strafing run?
Just tell me who. I was the best dive bomber in the RA.
I get the idea.
Right, well, I'll take out whoever...
I already paid you.
Not for dive bombing.
Sure, take out the Templars.
Lovely, we have a deal. I can't wait.
Let's go.
Sure you want to get dropped at Liberty?
I don't think so.
That was UNATCO headquarters, right? United Nations Anti-Terrorist Coalition. I know what I'm talking about. I heard it was a front for the terrorists who made...
So?
So it's haunted. Nothing...
Anyway, here's the final part of the game.
Alex, you have made a poor decision. I'm on the North Dock. Come talk to me and reconsider your actions.
Everyone gives you second thoughts, even though I murdered Paul Denton.
I think I'm gonna rag it over to Times Square to see Erin. For what it's worth, here's a map of the island. I figure you aren't leaving that island, so why should I gamble my butt, right? Over and out, Skelly.
My brave assassin, soon you will get to kill the other Denton brother and destroy his illegal machine. But first we must recover the Aquinas protocol specification from the computer on a lower level of UNATCO. Creating our own Aquinas code would let us regulate the globe like the Grand Masters of the Golden Age.
Alex, I'm here. I took cover in the combat. So let's talk. Time to decide who we're gonna bring down first.
I'm here to help you. That's right. They call me Arbitrary Sobriety Water.
Alex, you understand that my machine taps into MJ-12's old network. The right thing to do is make this network available equally to everyone on the planet.
Waiting for my chance.
Consider your allegiance to the conspirators who...
See, it's like
I've got some elite commandos down there skirmishing with paladins. They've been instructed not to argue.
It's that part of the game that is better than this game.
Let's check this out. Howdy do, sir.
Here's J.C. Denton's old office. And this is Manderley's office right here. And just a bunch of homeless people living here now.
Or are you tempted to show the Aquinas specification? Yes! A small price for the sake of purity. Whereas he can give you nothing but secular power.
I'll kill you! This should be over fast. Where are you? Let me see your face.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm mostly siding with the Illuminati because no one else in the Discord has said they're siding with the Illuminati yet. Anyway.
But is your heart in it? Or are you tempted to share the Aquinas? Oh, this will be interesting. Humanity, whereas he can give you but looks like we're... You will...
Alright, here's the bathroom. Yeah. I have never played Empire Earth. I hear good things. Or at least I hear those games are, like, decent.
Good. You found the facility. Transmit the specification to the WTO orbit.
These machines were built before you were born.
I can manage.
I remember a time when they were operational. They were the backbone of pre-collapse society.
And they called it Aquinas. That's about all I need to know.
No one knew that name. By the 2050s, communications protocols had become successively more...
Didn't you get the message when I killed Paul? If I bring the system up, it won't be for the Templars.
I am the only world leader who would use this network against machine evolution. Please, nothing but obsolescence.
I'll think about it.
Do this for the Templars, then help us reconfigure JC's...
Good. Found the facility. Transmit the specification to the WTO orbiting science platform, Ophelia. Then you will be free to kill that self-styled savior and destroy his illegal machine. Excellent. My technicians on Ophelia are already configuring the first operational Aquinas hub in a generation, one which is in orbit and safe from tampering. Now make sure that JC Denton is dead and destroy his illegal machine.
Yeah, but no one else was decided to side with the Illuminati, so I decided I would bite the bullet. I would be the one. Use.
I've still got some fight in me.
No, I'm pretty sure, like, the campaigns in Empire Earth are actually, like, infamously very difficult. Okay, this was worth it. Got all this ammo. Also, while I'm at it, I'm gonna finally replace hacking. I think it's absolutely baffling that, like, yeah, why would you not put hacking in a biomod slot? Why? Yeah. Anyway, I got this rocket launcher. Let's blow up JC Denton. And then I can go eat dinner. And I will be free. In the same way that the people of this earth... And JC Denton's like, yeah. What a shame.
Irredeemable. You're absolutely irredeemable. Prepare yourself for the grave.
Says the Nazi. The Nazi is saying that.
Constructed. Seems to have fled. You will regret this.
Oh, there he is. Just hanging out.
You out there, Alex? We saw one of the leaders go down. They made them pledge just like you and me. Hit their schemes. Wipe them all out and destroy whatever it is JC Denton built inside the statue. I'm serious.
Target obscured. You must not be cruel or about to cross the threshold. Surprise you were such an easy.
Anyway, there you go, Leo. I'm gonna kill you too.
Your judgment appears impaired.
But yeah, if you kill everyone, boop boop boop. That's JC Denton right there. How will we deal with him? I blew up JC Denton. Yay! Also, I blew up Tracer Tong. Yay! Anyway, gotta blow up. Oh. More stuff in there.
Target leaving zone.
Yay!
Historians no longer doubt that an event such as the collapse was necessary for the emergence of our global democratic state. How else would everyone, high and low, have been convinced to embrace communal scrutiny? It's hard to believe, but prior to 2052, humans lived in armed encampments of hundreds of millions of people. Now, after a century of peace, our great cities flourish. Enormous towers command the landscape on every continent.
Yay! The Illuminati.
So much inscrutable activity, yet we are united, at peace, and free. We owe it all to Ophelia, a name we all know. But what is Ophelia? A system? A place? We all know her name, yet our leaders deny that she even exists. Believe, citizens. Believe in the creator of our world. Is it wrong to love a being?
This is the first game I finished in 2021.
Is the highest faculty a human being can develop. If you doubt that she exists, just look around. Look at all she has made.
This is both the best and the worst song of the 80s. Okay, cool Foucault quote. And with that, I'm fucking uninstalling this game. Gonna play some more Shadow Hearts at some point, now that everything's set up. Thank you all for watching. I'm sorry.